Good morning. Today we're going to do adding suffixes. So the suffixes we're going to add to the end of our adjectives to make new words are full and less. So suffixes come at the end of the word and it forms a new meaning to that word. So for example, we might have beautiful, we might have homeless, we might have careful, we might have careless, we might have helpful, we might have helpless. We're going to read a story now and we're going to have a think about which suffix would make sense at the end of the words here. So if you think it's full, it'd be purple. If you think it'd be less, it'd be pink. So think about whether you want to put pink or purple at the end of each of these words. So the two sisters. There once lived two sisters. One was always losing things. She was extremely careful or careless. Now, if you're always losing things, are you careful or careless? Have a think. The other sister was very brave. She was absolutely fearful or fearless. Now, if you're very brave, are you going to be fearful? Are you going to be scared of things? Are you going to be fearless, not scared of things? Have a think which one makes sense. We'll see if you're right in a minute. They were both very beautyless or beautiful. Have a think about which word is the right one there. Does the other suffix make a word? One day, the careful or careless sister lost her way in the forest. It started to get dark. She began to feel helpful or helpless. Which one do you think she will feel there? And alone. So if you're getting lost, do you think you'd feel helpful or helpless? She couldn't see where she was going and she fell in a patch of nettles. How painful or painless? If you fall in nettles, you're going to be painful or painless. She was hopeless or hopeful that her fearful or fearless sister would come to rescue her. Have a think about which words and which suffixes you would put in for these sentences to make sense. And let's have a see if you was right. Okay, we're going to read through the story again and you can see how the suffix makes the meaning of the word very different if you would have had the different suffix in. So, there was once two sisters. One always was losing things. She was extremely careless because she was losing things. The other sister was very brave. She was absolutely fearless. They were both very beautiful. One day the careless sister lost her way in the forest. It started to get dark. She began to feel helpless and alone. She couldn't see where she was going and fell in a patch of nettles. How painful! She was hopeful that her fearless sister would come to rescue her. Okay, have a think now about this picture here and what adjectives could you use to describe this picture. I'm going to start off with beautiful. Let's see if you can think of any more. And this one, and this one. So have a think about these three pictures. What adjectives could you use to write about them? Using the suffix full, Mine's there. Beautiful, colourful, wonderful, cheerful, peaceful, joyful, delightful. How many more did you think of? Well done if you thought of a different one to on there. Okay, a bit later on, you will be able to choose one of these pictures and write a sentence about it using these adjectives. So you might want to put the beautiful, colourful flowers and change it to a 2AD using two adjectives with the suffix full as well. Okay, let's have a look at which ones make sense. So we're completing the root word, so the main bit of the word by adding a suffix. Let's see which one makes sense. So it was thoughtful for him to leave pins on the floor or thoughtless. Thoughtless. If it was thoughtful, he wouldn't have left them on, would he? Thoughtful means they're doing something kind and thinking about it. I think I will get chosen for the chess team, but it might just be wishful or wishless thinking. Wishful. When Jo saw the mess the puppy made, she was speechful or speechless. Sometimes we've got to think about whether they were actually words that we're making when we're adding suffix. So the correct one is speechless. Speechful isn't a word. Dad says being a parent is a thankless job or thankful job. Thankless? Ali never remembered his PE kit because he is very forgetless or forgetful. Forgetful. It is thoughtful to send thank you notes or thoughtless. Thoughtful, well done. My pet snake looks scary, but he's harmless or harmful.